just in time for, hopefully, I don't know if you guys can hear that machine in the background. I don't know if it's like a power washer or what, but hopefully it's not too loud on your side. Anyway, this is Issa, your host of the Bug Scope, broadcasting from the garden with the wonderful goldenrod, and it's totally a party here. Back when the cicadas were out, the periodical cicadas were out in the hundreds and thousands and literally millions. It was awesome because it felt like a big bug party, and I missed it when it all faded away in the beginning, at the end of June, beginning of July. But what I had to look forward to was the coming of the fall. Whoa, sorry, just an interesting insect that I hopefully can show you guys. But yes, hi David. Is in around this time of year is when the goldenrod blooms, and it's a whole other insect party. And you can see the wasps that come and get the pollen from the goldenrod, and you can see the bees, the honeybees, the bumblebees. You can also see, if you saw one of my recent posts um, on Instagram, you saw that slow-mo video of the bumblebee. And if you look closely, you can see in that video clip, that reel that I posted, a ambush bug that was eating a little bee. And so I love looking for the ambush bugs eating other insects. I love looking for the crab spiders that are catching the little bees and wasps that fly around. And today, I guess I'll share this picture on my Twitter when I get a chance. Today, this morning, I saw a surprise. You can always find a surprise in nature, which is why it's so wonderful. Great place to explore, to escape, to find so much beauty and wonder. Um, yes. And today I saw a bumblebee that was dangling in a funny way. Sometimes they're just sleeping, but I looked a little closer and I saw that it was being eaten by a predatory stink bug. So I'm not sure what the reputation of stink bugs are in other places in the world, like Europe. Maybe Frank and um, David, you can tell me what that's like. Hello, Sherman. Hello, Desari. Hi, Frank. Hope you guys are well. Yeah, maybe Frank and David. I know you guys are in Europe. If anyone else here is over there, you can put in the chat what the reputation of stink bugs is in your part of the world. Over here, um, over here in the U.S., they're seen as like, of course, stinky, but also like annoying because they stink. But also around 2000, we had an invasion of Hallies, which is the brown marmorated stink bug, or BMSD for short. It's one that wasn't really like a problem for everyday people, except for the fact that in some cases they totally like would invade people's homes, and like not in like a destructive way, but in a like, I'm your new roommate. Like thousands of them in some cases would go into. There'd be some cases. I don't think those cases are super common, but there were some extreme cases where people got thousands in their home. I usually get like in the places that I've lived, I've usually gotten like a couple that I've seen throughout the year. And honestly, in the winter, I love seeing living bugs because so many of them have flown away or they're dormant. Um, but yeah, so here in the U.S. and at least on the East Coast, my impression is that they're seen as kind of like annoying. Um, one sec. I wasn't sure if someone was saying help over there or what, but I think it's okay. Oh, they were just, my neighbor was calling to their spouse. Okay. Um, where was I? Oh yeah. So, but it's important to remember that there's thousands of species of stink bugs, and some are predatory. What's cool is that oftentimes we think of insects as being herbaceous, like not herbaceous, herbivores or predators, but there's a bunch of insects that are omnivores, and there's some omnivorous stink bugs. So the one that I found that was eating a bumblebee, I don't know if it was just predatory or just omnivorous, but I think that we do tend to call the ones that are straight up, I'll call it a predatory stink bug because it not, I mean, even if it's omnivorous, it still predates on other insects. So, hi Robert, hi Pablo, how's it going? Over in Vancouver, cool, not too far away, Sherman. Okay, not sure they have much reputation over there, says David over in the UK. Just most people think they're just beetles. Yeah, oftentimes people will think a stink bug is a beetle. And Frank is saying over in Germany, there's over here the stink is not part of their name. Oh, interesting. Yeah, so Pentatomide is the scientific name of what I'm talking about. And I don't see any here right now, sorry, otherwise I'd show you. But I will flip the camera so we can take a look at some of the things that we're seeing. I know that I showed goldenrod back when I was in Philadelphia, but I don't think that broadcast came out very clearly. Is it pretty clear now, you guys? Can you see things clearly enough that it's worth me flipping the camera and showing a couple of things, enjoying a couple of insects that are enjoying the goldenrod? Let me know. I will just give it a go though in the meantime, and please let me know. If it's not great for viewing, I might just keep this broadcast short since I'm in the middle of packing and I'm packing up the microscope for moving. So, also sad news. It looks great, awesome, wonderful. Sad news update on that caterpillar from a couple weeks ago, the monarch. I think it had a disease, or I think it had like a virus or something like that, because it got all goopy, which is pretty sad. I don't know. Sometimes that happens, they get sick. And so sadly it will not make it to adulthood. It died, unfortunately. But that's what happens sometimes with bugs. And that's why they have so many babies. Okay, flipping the camera. All right. So off the bat here, we have a ton of wasps. Ton of wasps. And one thing that I always like to showcase when it comes to these visitors to the goldenrod, and because wasps have such a horrible reputation, is how you can just touch them and, oops, mosquito got me. Okay. Is how you can just touch them and like you're not gonna get stung. Like they really just don't care and are just trying to pollinate. So I can like literally pick up a bumblebee and it'll just fly away. It'll just like be annoyed and then try to like run away. So here's another case with a wasp where just showing that they really mostly use their stingers in situations where like they're defending their babies. So in this case, it really does not care. Oops, they are actually scared and just flying away in this case. But sometimes they'll just crawl on my hand over to where more goldenrod is. In this case, they're very flighty. And I did get stung by a bumblebee the other day. But I only got stung by a bumblebee because I was barefoot and there was clover on the ground. And it wasn't anything related to touching bees on flowers, which is definitely one of my favorite things to do. Just look at them, they're so fuzzy. So there's a really weird, interesting fly over here that I want to try to show you guys. Darn it, where'd it go? Just flew away. Let's see if we can find it though. Okay. Oops. Actually, before we go track down that fly though, because it's been around for a little while, I will put the macro lens on. So we can just take a close-up look at one of our wasp friends enjoying the goldenrod. Hello. I love watching how engaged their antennae are as they go about. Also, since this week is HAPS Women Equality Week, that's the theme of the week, I'll acknowledge that in the insect world, what's probably needed is men's equality, since these are all lady insects. Lady insects dominate in the insect world. They live the longest. They also do all the work though, so it's a very interesting dynamic. You can see her visiting all these different flowers, enjoying the goldenrod. Hi, Syntax. And you can also see a moment ago how it was just putting its legs on my hand as if my hand's another part of the scene. So really lovely wasp. Here's some more wasps. Here, a yellow jacket. All right. I'm gonna see. Hi, Norseman. Oh, David says, I got a few wasp stings last week. Didn't see the nest on the ground and almost trod on it. Ooh, yikes. Yeah, we have a nest. So, oh, I found the cool fly. It's right over here. It's right here. Let me see if I can get my camera to focus on it. Where'd it go? Darn it, it flew away. Well, it's flying around, but oh, here. It landed. I think it might be a little hard to follow and camera shy. Oh, here it is. Wait. Focus. Where are you? Oh, right here. Right here. This is a very interesting, weird fly that looks like a wasp. Definitely a mimic. Let me get the macro lens on for it. I know that is a fly. Sorry, it's really hard to get my camera to focus in the right spot. So I know that is a fly, even though it looks like a black wasp, because it had only one pair of wings, and the hind wings are halteres, modified little knobs. And those knobs made it super obvious that it is a harmless fly, not able to hurt me. Although some flies do bite. As we know, mosquitoes bite and horseflies bite, but most flies do not bite, and some don't even have mouth parts as adults. Okay. I'm gonna flip the camera again. There's also a moth that I'm seeing here. Unfortunately, no ambush bugs, but here. There are definitely like a bunch of little wasps too, but actually they're just like flying away. They're very shy. Let's see if I can get close. Darn. Such flighty insects. Very camera shy. Let's see. Oh, here's a moth, a tiny little moth. On the very tip. And I wonder if I came at nighttime, who would show up. David's asking, was it a dolichopodid fly? Only saw it briefly. Unless it's an extremely modified dolichopodid, I don't think so. But I'll see if I can, yeah. If I find it again, I will take a picture and post it to a naturalist. So here's an Ailanthus webworm moth. These ones are really beautiful. You can see it's proboscis at work here. They look like they do not belong here. They just look so different from any other moth in the area. The other one, oh, thanks for that identification, David. Yeah, I'm not familiar at all with micro moths. So really beautiful little moth. Colors of orange and white and black. Doing its thing on the flowers. Yeah, very, very stunning and high contrast. Very photogenic. It's pretty entertaining watching its head go up and down as it moves its proboscis from flower to flower. I'm so interested about how quickly the goldenrod recycles and gets more nectar and pollen, like how fast it generates. With all these visitors, there must be decent competition for the resources. Norseman says, love the colors. Totally, yeah, very stunning. So there are some, oh guys, okay, I found a crab spider. Let's see if we can find it with the macro lens. For some reason I'm having trouble today with There it is. Okay. So it's a little hard to see what's going on, but if I turn this way a bit, there's a little bee that was captured by a spider. So there's danger among the goldenrod for the little ones and the larger ones. Though I haven't seen the larger wasps get captured. I don't see that happen often. But yes, here's a casualty. It came for the sweet nectar and pollen and lost its life. Hey Asha, how are you? We're looking at some of the wildlife that's coming to the goldenrod. Also, my screen is so dark. Let me see if I can make it brighter. Oh, it's maximum brightness. Oh, well. All right, let's see if I can find any ambush bugs, because they're my favorite. I muted myself. The fly is right here, but it's such a scared fly. Let me see if I can attempt to even get close to it. Right? Oh, flew away. Darn. I think I'll have to track down the fly later, because it's not... it's a very timid fly, but it's a very cool fly. All right, so I think I'm gonna end this broadcast now, guys. But yeah, I'm moving down to Georgia, driving down this weekend, and I'll be bouncing between Georgia and Philadelphia this fall. It's pretty wild. Flights. I mean, I'll definitely be super careful because the Delta variant and everything, and I'm very grateful to have my vaccination. I was really excited to see that flights between Georgia and Philadelphia are like $50 round trip. Pretty wild. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking for. Yeah, David, I'm looking forward to seeing insects in Georgia, and I have a couple. I follow a couple people on Instagram who post like nature in Georgia, so I might reach out and see if I can tag along on their nature adventures, or if they want to meet up and go looking for bugs or whatnot, or come on the bug scope and say hello. So, all right. But yeah, I'll be packing up my spiders soon for the next move, and hopefully it'll go smoothly and it won't be too stressful for all of them. Okay. So Georgia, no problem. Georgia is right above Florida. It's it's right above Florida, so it's the southeastern part of the USA. So it'll be way hotter. It's nearly subtropical. I don't know if it truly hits that mark, but it's down there and stays pretty warm throughout the year. So it'll be interesting. An interesting new place to discover. So I will end with, oh, sorry, mosquitoes. That's why I hit myself, because I get mosquitoes flying in my face, and now something got my eye. Whoa. All right, all clear. All right. All right, I'll end with a little view of the insects joint. And there's the fly. Darn it, let's see if we can get the fly. There's the fly. Where's the fly? Why am I like so bad at directing this today? There it is. Okay. Oh, my camera's not focusing on it though. There's the fly. It looks like it's chewing on something. Like I almost wonder if it's like mimicking being a robber fly or something. Pretending to chew on something. I don't know. Oh, focus. Focus. Okay. All right. All right. Cheers, everyone. Thanks for joining. Hope you're doing well and finding your own buggy delights out there in the world. Take care and be well. Cheers from potentially the last time in Michigan, but there's always a chance I'll broadcast again from up here. I've definitely enjoyed this yard here. It's been so full of life, and there have been so many interesting predatory interactions that I've seen up here. of like crab spiders eating things and flies eating other things, and it just seems to be like a really thriving place, and may it continue to be that way. And I'm super hopeful that the next person who lives in this house maintains the wildlife that lives here, maintains these flowers and plants. That's one thing that can be, it's one of my um, concerns. I hope that these insects here continue to have this habitat and this resource that's on this property, and that it doesn't get all mowed over or something like that. I want to write a letter for the next homeowner to kind of acknowledge those things and to encourage um, the maintenance of these wildflowers and gardens. So, all right, cheerio. Take care, guys. And until next time.